turns it back inside onto Goodway. Goodway gets it onto Edward, who's gone for the line, gets it onto Hanley, and Hanley must score. And he dummies him to put it down and goes underneath the post. Comes to Gill. Gill gets it on to Ford. Ford puts a grubber kick and he bounces off him and comes back to Wigan. Let's ball gone to Gill. Gill going for the line. He's going to finish under the post. And that was opportunism by Wigan. A good try to Gill. McCurry moves it on to Shuttleworth. They've been intercepted by Ford. Has one man to beat. He's running away from the full-back. And he's in at the corner. McCurry to Shuttleworth. And Wigan moved into the line-out. Mackelman gets his pass in. And looks at Whitehead. They're going to score. And they're in. Fish is in. Back and going for the line. Gets it on to Hanley, and Hanley's going, knocking them out of the way, and he's over. Strength and determination again. Took away coming inside, gets it on to Gill. Gill goes into top gear, going for the line. How beautifully he went past that full-back. He had him, he didn't know whether he was coming or going, and Gill puts it down. The ball onto Edwards. Edwards back to Hanley, to Mayo. Mayo to Goodway, and on to Mort. Going for the corner, he's going to get in again, and Mort's over again. Underneath the post, sidesteps in the in-goal area. For full time, what has been an exhibition game by Wigan. They've delighted the crowd with lovely, fast, fluid football. And so they go into the semi-final with the score of this game, Wigan 74, Whitehaven 6. Hanley on to Bell. Bell holding it, Dunning trying to come in the middle, heavily tackled, and his arms are locked, and Crooks bounces him down to the deck in a good, strong, solid tackle. Goes to Case coming straight onto West, and West to juggle with it and lost it. Referee says play on, as Wigan make a break onto Hanley. He gave it in too soon, Hanley to Edward. Edwards back to Hanley. Hanley going for the line. He has Gill with him, but Hanley's going to make it. Knocks one down and he's over. Little short stab. Bell at Mort onto Goodway. Goodway being taken, knocks off one, knocks off another. Strong run by Goodway, still coming. He has Edwards on his inside. Edwards breaking out, fast down the wing, onto Good. West going for the line, and Wigan going to score a magnificent try to West. A tremendous try set up by Wigan. And he's passing, comes on to Lydon. Wigan going to have a run here. Lydon makes a break, still on his feet, cutting inside. He has Hanley with him. A chase, and this is a walking day in Belfast. There's nobody anywhere near Hanley. And he goes over underneath the post with a little bit of comic relief. Case managed to get his pass into Edwards. Edwards jinks a little jump onto Goodway. Goodway going hard for the line. He has Hanley with him, and Hanley has nothing to do but stroll under the post again. Crook looking rather slow and comes inside to Dick. Dick dancing through beautifully. Nice break by Dick. Comes up to the fullback who tries to obstruct him, and their overall coy's over. Well, they deserved that try. A good try by them. A nice break by Dick. Down the middle, followed by Arcoy. There goes the hooter, full time. Again, that sagged somewhat towards the end, but had its purple patches earlier on. Wigan will go off well satisfied before they meet their old enemy in the big cup tie on Wednesday. And Wigan have a new signing at substitute, Ian Roberts with Ford. Teams getting ready to kick off. St Helens going to play from right to left into the Wigan 22, and the Wigan tactic, kicking it back. A Berlin wall of Wigan players are up to follow that kick. Hanley up quick, wanting to get on with the game. On to Hanley. Wigan make a break onto Stevenson. Stevenson holding it. Hanley's on the inside. Hanley beats one. W going for the line. Out to Bell. Bell goes for the corner. And he's in touch. As Lydon hoists a high one. That could be an awkward ball. It's got snow on it. The ball's gone loose. Vivas goes back, and he's caught in his own in-goal area and pushed over the dead ball line. Now Wigan going to play football with them. A poor line out in the back as it goes to Edwards, to Potter, on to Edwards, to Goodway, Stevie Comes on to Platt. Platt doing the run around. Oh, here sees a gap. Great break by Holding. A lovely run by Holding. And he went past our full-back as if he wasn't there. Goes powering in. Dermot going for the line, and he's over. Dermot scored from acting half-back. Clark goes behind the play, the ball to Holding. Holding, double kick's been knocked down. Goes to Hanley. Hanley's going for the line, and he's in. And Wigan take the lead. Bit of desperation must be creeping into the St Helens side now as they strive so hard to pull this game out of the fire. And there goes the hooter for full time. Wigan go into the final with a final score. A great victory to Wigan.
Ian Roberts was born in England and holds a British passport, even though he regards himself as an Aussie. This big, rangy 21-year-old forward was an instant success and regularly topped the Wigan tackle count, and the Central Park fans would love to welcome him back.
Gregory, back to Dermot, Dermot to Roberts. Roberts holding it, managing out to Edwards, Edwards makes a break! Comes to Roberts now. Roberts is running at them. He's trying to bash his way over, and he's held 5 yards short. Roberts dives over. Short one on to Roberts. Roberts driving forward, broken through. Great run by Roberts. 5 tackles got as it comes to Ford. Ford holding it, puts a little overhead kick. Roberts is there. Beautiful try by Ian Roberts. Delicately placed kick. On to Roberts. Roberts trying to stride his way through them. He comes to Roberts. Now Roberts going hard for the line. Has to dive with it. 10 yards out.
Roach. 3-man tackle by Wigan. Over the top was Roberts. Simmons from dummy half. Cleel was looming in support, but Simmons was well and truly wrapped up by Ian Roberts.
Leiden then.
Even the best teams have occasionally to taste defeat, and Wigan's unbeaten start came to a halt at Wilderspool. They were hit by injuries with Andy Goodway at hooker.
Warrington. Ford onto Potter. Potter going hard down the middle. He's through the gap. He has Ford with him. Gets it onto Ford. Ford's got the legs and he's in. And Wigan have scored. That's a good break by Potter. Back onto Gregory. And that's got Wigan wide open. Good play by Warrington. Johnson going for the line. And he goes into the corner. As Goodway trying to make a rake. Gets it. A wild pass and been intercepted by Mike Gregory. Wild pass from Goodway. Put Warrington into a strong position. Andy Gregory going for the line. And Wigan have got wide open. And Warrington going to an 11 points lead. Holding it, going down the middle. Gets his pass into Bishop. Bishop sidestepping. And it's a good try to Warrington as Gregory goes over. Set up by the Warrington halfback. Out onto Tamati. Tamati moves it across. The ball's loose on the deck. Boyd going hard for the line. And he's going to score. Sheer strength and power. Took him over to Ford to Holding. Holding on to Lowe. Lowe gets it on to Hampson. Hampson gets his pass in. Stevenson going for the line, and we're going to score as Holding goes over, adding a little bit of respectability to the score. And there goes the...
Coming up now, moments of great excitement. That magnificent game, the first of the Australian tour, Wigan against Australia at Central Park. And setting it up, Harry Edgar of Open Rugby talks to Greg Darling, Brett Kenny and Peter Sterling.
Again, we know it's going to be a really tough game. Obviously, you know now that the English club sides, there's a lot of Aussie players playing in the club sides. It's predicted that this year's Kangaroos are going to have it a bit tougher than they did 4 years ago. Are the boys sort of aware of that?
We're well aware of it. You know, it's something that's always hard trying to, you know, live up to another person's reputation or another team's reputation. But we know what's in store for us. You know, the sides that we're playing, you know, starting with Wigan on Sunday, you know, are really good sides, and they're going to be hard games. But, you know, we'll knuckle down. We know what's in front of us, and we should, you know, do all right.
The tour, it'll be a bit tougher than in '82. Do you think the Kangaroo players are aware that it's going to be a bit tougher?
Oh yeah, we realise it's going to be a lot tougher. you know, because we went through an 82 undefeated, so we thought, well, you know, if it happened to Australia, we know how bad we'd feel about it, and try and do our best to improve our game, and that's we understand it's going to be very hard, and we've also heard that the English game has improved a lot, so we're prepared for very hard games.
Are you in the team for Wigan on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm playing the side. Yeah, it should be good. It should be a good game, and hopefully they'll have a big crowd. They usually do down there.
Peter Sterling, who Wigan fans will remember from the Challenge Cup final 2 years ago when Peter played for Hull. What are your particular memories of that game, Peter?
Well, I've got mixed memories, I suppose. Obviously, I was disappointed with the result, but to play at Wembley in front of 100,000 people in a Challenge Cup final is something I've always dreamed about. So, even though it was a very enjoyable occasion, you know, it could have been a bit sweeter if we'd have come up with a victory.
Right.
Probably playing against Wigan this Sunday is the best thing that could happen to us, because it's going to be a good yardstick for us. There's going to be a lot of faces in the Wigan side that we'll see again in Test matches, and I think the guys who haven't been here before will see just what it's about on Sunday and realise that, you know, it's going to be very tough every match, not just confined to Test matches. So everybody, I think every rugby league fan wants to see close matches, especially at the international level, and, you know, I think that the games in 86 are going to be a lot closer than 82, which is good for the game, good for the spectators, and in certain ways good for the players, I suppose.
Referee John Holsworth blows time on in the first half, and the Kangaroo Tour is underway, and the first man to touch it for Australia is Peter Sterling, and there's a confidence boost for Bob Lindner, taking play outside the 22 before Lewis. Lovely pass back in for Cleal, then for Roach. He's got the support of Niebling. Jack's in the line. Gary Jack. Michael O'Connor, and it's a try to Australia. Ooh, and a swinging arm, and a penalty against Stevenson. Oh, Lewis is into it. So too is Gene Miles. Well, the swinging arm, Benny, was the one that caused that. Wally Lewis reacted to it.
He sure was. The penalty was given straight away to Australia, and that should have been where it stopped. But
a long pass, Sterling. The kick in the air. Oh, beautifully taken. Australia. Watch for the Lewis or Sterling rubber. Lewis. Long pass. Picked up by G. Miles. Kenny. Sterling. Try by Australia. Will he get it down? He's awarded it. Here goes Crusher Cleal. Cleal for the line, but he's taken a yard short as Wally Lewis shakes his head in disappointment. Cleal to his feet. Through he goes. Ray Price fashion try.
To try.
We welcome you back to Central Park. Henderson Gill in the clear for Wigan. Will he win the race to the ball? Gary Jack saves the day for Australia. Lewis, Miles, his teammate from Queensland, Lindner. Lindner for Lewis. Lewis for the line. That's a Queensland backup. The referee's over. Has he awarded the try? It's a try to Wally Lewis.
Fitness is starting to show.
Line, no, charge down. Sterling will get the ball. He's dropped it. Gee, he did everything right.
He saw the line before he caught the ball.
Good way. Forward. Little chip over the top. Clever play. Clever play by the Wigan half. Beautiful skills. Oh, this is going to be a great try. Sean Edwards. Dean Bell. Great try. That's a tremendous try. Certainly to play for Great Britain in the Test matches. Roberts. That pass was forward. Graham West. Edwards. Sean Edwards. Great try. Tremendous try. Ford, who had a great hand in that first try. And they look good. Henderson Gill. Too quick for Cleal. But Crusher got him. O'Connor. Beautiful step from O'Connor. Roach. Kisses there. And Les Kiss will race away. And that really could be the ball game. Forward through the dummy and stood Les Kiss up. Hampson. And back goes Cleal in defence. An attack. And I can tell you they'll want to capture every chance they can get. Dean Bell. Beautiful pass. Superb try to Wigan. Joe Ryan scores the try. Experience and knowledge of the Australian side, and Dean Bell really has played superb football today.
Put Dean Bell in any one of my sides. Gary
Jack back near his home line. Comes to Bell. Taken by Goodway. That's a bone jarrer. But they've had a struggle on their hands in the second half, Benny. Here's a go. Hanson. No, he's lost it. No try. The score remains 26-18. And it's all over. And the fans come onto the ground in front of a crowd of over 30,000 at Central Park at Wigan. They have won the match by 26 points to 18.
Right for the teams to sort themselves out, and it looks like Topless will get the 1986 slot. Grunhall Lancashire Cup final underway. And it's off, the kick goes deep. Taken by Ian Potter, decides to run it in. Straight into Worrell. By the ankles. Ball now onto Clark. Busted through 2 tackles to Edwards. Back inside to Gary Bridge. Goodway dives. But Bridge goes in under the post for Oldham. Goodway actually half back. Has to go at himself. Puts the ball inside to Dean Bell. Sips the cover. Referee allows play on. He's got Edwards in support. Comes from Mabaki. Puts it into Mike Ford. Is Ford going to score? And he is. He looked like he was tackled just short of the line, but his momentum took him over. To Mike Ford. Wants to chip through. Puts a good ball out to Gill. Going down the left side. Puts the chip over to Mabaki. But the kick just too far. But good initiative there by Mike Ford. Ford to Hanley. Wigan now playing along the line. Ball to Joe Lydon. Hanley comes away with it. Comes inside. The ball back to Ford. Ford goes around the narrow side. Good weaving run by Mike Ford. He's got Hanley in support. Ford decides to go at himself. Brilliant run by Ford. Puts it on to Edwards, and Edwards goes into the corner. Hold them up quickly. How these play the balls. We can now bring it across with Hanley. See the gap went under one tackle. Still going. Still manages to get his pass out to Gill. Now Gill straightens up. Trip comes in from a Barker, but still Gill gathers ground. Puts it out to Edwards. They'll not catch him. He's going in on near the post. Quick hands onto Lydon. Now Stevenson going down the far side, tries to chip over. It's a chase. Hanley's there on the Barker. Hanley just can't get it, but Edwards does. Referee disallows it for a knock-on. Ball goes back to Joe Lydon, tries the drop goal attempt, and it's there. Now Andy Goodway takes up the running. The ball inside to Hanley. On his own, tries to come round Mick Worrell. Good run by Hanley. Gets the ball out to Gill. Gill going down this near touch line. Putting on Mabaki to beat. He comes inside Mabaki. Sherman's chasing him. Has to go across field. Puts it out to Sean Edwards. Edwards onto Lydon, and there's Lydon going to go into the corner. Well, yes, he does. What a move by Wigan. Almost on their own line. They sweep the length of the field. O'Brien puts the ball out to Topless. Back inside to Warneke. And Warneke down, tackled just short of the line, then penalised for a double movement. Dermot will restart on the 25, on to Brian Case. And there goes the final hooter. Wigan players throw their hands up in delight. They've retained the Lancashire Cup. Graham West receives the trophy from the Managing Director of Grunhall International. And he holds it up to the crowd. And promptly breaks it, the lid's fallen off. Was the first dent in it. And he's only had, I think it's the only thing he's dropped this afternoon.
Wigan went to Castleford on a Wednesday night in October to face tough opponents before a crowd of nearly 7,000. Pretty good for Castleford, but the lowest crowd to watch Wigan last season, and most of them came across the Pennines from Wigan. It was a tight game with a 12-6 final scoreline. Wigan's first try was set up by Dean Bell and finished off in spectacular style by Sean Edwards, and under the posts effort that made Henderson Gill's goal a formality. The second try was scrappy but effective, with Ford's high kick ahead resulting in a Castleford fumble on the line and a touchdown by the ever-alert Ellery Hanley.
The ball's gone loose in the in-goal area, and Wigan have scored. Has he given it? Yes, Wigan have got the try. Exactly halfway through the second half. Kettridge, simple kick, 12 yards out, slightly to the left of the post. Makes no mistake, 6 points to Castleford, 12 to Wigan.
Edwards takes the tap on the 25. Without Hanley. Now Lydon, he's got Stevenson in support. Puts the ball back to Lydon, he took it well now onto Hanley. Time is chasing him, but I think Hanley will go in. And he does. Now Roberts gets his chance, onto Mike Ford, and Ford will go in. Now takes up play, finds Goodway coming driving through. Goes straight over the Wakefield cover, and Goodway goes in, 10 yards from touch. Got it out to Hanley. And Hampson joining the line, and Hampson goes in. Edwards throws a long pass out, taken well by Roberts. And Roberts goes in. Edwards takes the quick tap, joined his marker, puts the ball back to Hanley. Smith's chasing him, but Hanley takes his time and goes in the corner. Hanley, centre field, onside to Goodway. It's a good ball out to Dean Bell. Bell escapes his cover, he's got Gill in support. Now Gill takes it up. Cartwright's chasing him, but Gill's motoring down the far side of the field. Thornton comes across, but Gill goes in under the post. Twandy Goodway looking for runners, finds Hanley, back to Lydon, onto Bell coming through on the burst, rugs off Smith, Bell will go in under the post. There's a set piece move by Wigan. Second half gone. Now Wigan play along the line, onto Bell. Cartwright's coming across, trying to get him. Good run by Dean Bell, back at the touchline, puts it inside to Ellery Hanley. Now on to Edwards. Edwards goes in. To Hanley. Ball with Goodway breaking through, now Gill's got it. On to Bell, a clear run for Bell to the line. Edwards is there in support. There's only Conway chasing for Wakefield, and Bell goes in under the post. Edwards receives a return from Hanley, short ball to Goodway coming through on the burst. He's got Hanley in support, puts it back to Hanley, and Hanley goes in under the post. Dermot gets a good ball away to Edwards, slips the full back. Nobody's going to catch him, he's going to go in under the post. And he does. And he makes no mistake, takes the score. So Wigan 62, Wakefield Trinity 10.
Wigan, very unfamiliar strip. Salford start the game. O'Shea kicks short into the Wigan 25, and immediately Wigan try to push them back. A grubber kick from Ford, taking play back into the Salford half. Thompson running it out onto Edwards. Edwards has Gill with him. Short one to Gill. Gill round in the defence. Has he got the legs? Wigan are going to score. Great try by Gill from a lovely timed pass by Edwards. Comes on to Glynn, a wide pass, and Wigan have intercepted. Break here by Wigan. Lydon streaking for the line, they're not going to catch him. And that's a good run by Lydon when he gets that. Onto Edwards, did well to take it. Onto Gill, side throw. Beautiful break by Wigan, and watch Gill go. And Wigan are in to make it 20. Robertson driving hard. And he gets the ball onto West. West ploughing his way forward. And he's over underneath the post. Gets it out onto Glenn. Glenn throws a wild pass out. Been snapped up by Bell. Bell gets it out to Ford, and Wigan are over. On to Graham West. Graham West trying to force his way through. There goes the hooter. Full time. A very convincing victory by Wigan over a Salford team that didn't have a lot to offer besides effort and determination.
Wigan took a share of the 1986 Golden Boot Awards at the Dragonara Hotel in Leeds. Ellery Hanley was a nominee, Brett Kenny the winner, the compere John Helm.
As the #1 player in the world. 10 contenders: Mark Graham, Ellery Hanley, Gary Jack, Brett Kenny, Hugh McGowan, Tony Myler, Mark Palank, Gary Schofield, Kurt Sorensen and Peter Sterling. And the moment has arrived when we can reveal who the Adidas Golden Boot Award winner for 1986 is.
The winner of the 1986 Adidas Golden Boot Award is 25 years old and is here making his second kangaroo.